right. Better if I do sound, right? All right. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Coach Allan. I hope you're doing well this morning. Today, I want to talk about exercise. It's a question that I get quite often. I think most people now recognize if you're over 40, you're probably going to need to exercise a little bit differently than you did when you were in your 20s. And so the question comes up, okay, if it's different, then what exactly should we be doing? And I'm going to tell you that that's really going to depend on you, and that's going to depend on where you want to go. So it's where you are and where you want to go. That's the foundation for all of this. So when you look at exercise, I want you to think of exercise not as a workout, not as exercise so much, but look at it as training, because that's effectively what we're doing. When we decide that we're going to do some work, we're training to change our body. And if you do it right, you can effectively improve your body and be able to do things that you aren't able to even do today and retain things that you want to do into the future. So the best way to map this out is to start with an exercise where you think about where you are right now, how active you are, what you're currently doing. And I want you to think about this in terms of three areas, okay? We might get into a fourth later, but three areas primarily. So the first one is strength and muscular. Are you doing any resistance training at all? Okay. If not, that's okay. We can fix that. The second is going to be stamina and cardio. Are you doing any stamina or cardio work at all? That can even be walking short distances or whatnot. Kind of get that in your head. What are you doing right now for stamina and cardio? And then the third bit is for mobility. How mobile are you? Where do you have any mobility issues? Do you have any muscular imbalance issues? Anything where you're feeling kind of wonky. Things aren't working the way they're supposed to. Okay. That's your baseline. Okay. So, what we want to do is anything we're going to do in those three buckets, we want to be able to build on what we currently have. We can't just go where we want and do what we want. We've got to build from where we are. So, let's start with resistance training first, because that is one of the most important areas for you. With resistance training, what you want to do is start a basic full body program where you're moving your body through full ranges of motion in a compound movement. So, compound movement just means you're moving multiple joints at the same time. Okay, you want a basic compound movement workout that's taking you through full ranges of motion. You want to do that at least twice a week with a break in between. And so if you start with nothing, it's pretty easy to say that body weight workout is probably enough for you to go forward. So the best exercises for you for resistance training could just be some basic body weight movements. I also recommend, if you're going to do this at home and you're not interested in joining a gym, consider investing in some resistance bands. Adds a little bit of variety and opportunity to your workouts that you wouldn't get just doing full body weight. So you're going to do some basic body weight movements, and over time you're going to progress those. Now, the easiest way to progress a resistance training workout that's body weight is to slow down. If you slow your tempo and you spend more time under tension, more time with the resistance against your body, that's going to provide more resistance, and your body's going to respond better. So you're going to get more resistance, more volume out of that by just slowing down. Okay, so that's the resistance side. Now, if you're stronger than that, obviously you're going to step that up, begin some full body workout with some resistance equipment, perhaps in a gym, and you'll step it up from there. If you've got questions about this, you're welcome to go ahead and message me. Now, on the stamina piece, this is actually one of the easier ways easier areas to work into, because you don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lot of anything. Walking is great if you can do walking. I love doing some longer distance slow walking. Some sprints occasionally here and there is also quite valuable. So things that you can do that move your body slow and long, and then every once in a while something that's intense and hard. If you're mixing that in regularly, not overdoing it, just outside your comfort zone, that's pretty much where you need to be. And you can push that as far as you want. You can grow that as far as you want. Your distances can go longer. Your time can go longer. Your speed can go faster. All those different areas you can just change as you go. But that's more. You can actually feel that. It's kind of easier in that area for you to kind of push yourself. But you need to be doing that, I would say, at least 5 times a week. You need some form of stamina work, uh, 4 to 5 times a week. But I would definitely shoot for five. Uh, it doesn't have to be super intense. It doesn't have to be super long. Just enough where your body's moving enough where you feel confident that you're improving. Just a little more than you did before. Add a little bit of volume each week, and you'll improve. Now, on the mobility side, mobility is work that you can do every day, and it's really just about moving your body under control through the full range of motion. So, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of pulls, things like that, is going to be most of what you need. Stretching for most people's enough. If there's some damage there or some injuries, you may want to see a professional. But in a general sense, you want to be moving your body through the full range of motion and improving range of motion so that your body is moving through what it should be its full range of motion. Because many of us have injuries, we have muscle imbalances, we have things that are preventing us from moving all the way through range of motion when we're doing anything, and especially when we're doing resistance training. So improving our mobility is going to reduce our likelihood of injury. It's going to help us move better. It's going to help us prevent falls. And all together, when you do all of these together and you start improving your fitness across all these paradigms, you actually even improve your balance. So balance you can train specifically, but in a general sense, if you're training strength, stamina, and mobility, your balance will improve as well. So the core of it is knowing where you are right now. So the best exercise is the one that just gets you outside your comfort zone for where you are right now. You push just a little bit harder. As you get stronger, as your stamina improves, now you've got a new line of comfort, and you just push slightly outside of that comfort zone for a while, and you'll improve again. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any specific questions, feel free to message me and let me know. Coach at 40plusfitness.com. Talk to you soon.